Well, needless to say, I'm quite disappointed. I didn't think we were very good tonight. We didn't play with a lot of intensity in that second half, and certainly down the stretch didn't play with a whole lot of poise. Uh, we've struggled to shoot the ball the last few games, and it's hurting us. It's hurting us. But ultimately, we couldn't get the stops when we needed. And I give UCLA a lot of credit. They wanted it more than us, you can tell. And disappointed for these guys because I know they put a lot on the line, but. Yeah, well, that's it. Please ask questions for Erin so she can get out. Her family's here.
Erin, did they do anything different defensively once you got the big lead, or did you guys just start missing shots?
I think it had more to do with us on the offensive end. Yeah, I would say, I would give credit to them defensively as well, but I think it had more to do with us offensively.
It didn't seem like you guys necessarily missed Ruth in the first half, but at the end, did you kind of miss her presence, especially rebounding the ball?
Of course we miss Ruthie, but I think at the same time we have to step up in certain areas, and we have to do a better job of rebounding and making up for that that loss of rebounds that we don't have with her.
Was it hard to bounce back emotionally from the back-to-back Oregon State games and losing the division?
Yes, but at the same time, it's we have to be tough enough to come together and move on and be able to step up for the next game.
It's a quick turnaround. Do you feel like the fact that you get back on the court relatively quick?
Yes, I think that's part of basketball. We're going to move on and focus on the next game.
Like you guys had control for most of the game. Was there a point where it felt like it started slipping away a little bit, or kind of what was your emotion, I guess, going through the last quarter and a half?
We didn't come out good at all in the beginning of the third quarter. I think we let our guard down a little bit, and it just sort of went downhill from there.
What was Coach's message to you ladies after the locker room?
Just that we have to find a way to come together, and everybody needs to step up and move forward from here so that we can focus on these next few games coming up.
Anything else? Anything else?
Go ahead, yeah. His family's here. Okay, what you got?
You think you missed Ricky more on one end or the other?
Yeah, last time we played these guys, she gave us, 20 and 18? 10 offensive rebounds. That's as many offensive rebounds as we got all night tonight. Would have been nice to have her on that last free throw, but come on, those are plays that we got to make. We don't have an excuse. Got to make that play. Sorry.
Was it hard to turn the tide back once they started feeling it? And it seemed like you guys got a little tight.
Yeah, I thought that third quarter we just lost some intensity defensively. And then offensively, we've been a mess for a while. And in teams that like these guys who switch, that's the night you need to have your hammer, because then you've got Ruthie inside and they've got no match for that. And we didn't, so we weren't quite as, I guess, intimidating inside. And then they could play our perimeter kids a little better. Plus, we had a bad shooting night. I don't know what the deal is, but we have not shot the three very well the last 3 games.
So it's not the fact that Ruthie's been out and they can just defend the perimeter more. I think your shooters just aren't generally.
We're 6 for 26. You're not going to beat many teams like that. And I think that was actually better than what was the other night. We're just not. We're not shooting the ball very well for a team that was leading the nation in three-point percentage at 43. We're not anymore.
How do you help the girls, get out of their own head, maybe continue to shoot the ball and find open passes with each other?
Well, I think we just, I think you always kind of go back to basics. You circle the wagons to some degree, and instead of pointing fingers and things like that, you've just got to say, hey, we're in this together. And I think we've been practicing fine. Just for whatever reason, the strokes aren't going. We don't have that one kid that's just on fire. I don't know, because we have not been in this position all year. So we're going to figure it out. Hopefully we figure it out quickly. because Sunday's going to be no picnic.
There's been a lot of big picture conversations about this team, because it can be a chance to just really own it and say, hey.
Well, I talked to him here. Yeah, I talked to him here. We're 1 game up with 3 to go. You know, we win the Pac-12. I have a really good feeling that I think the NCAA is going to want to put us in Portland. We're going to draw. It's going to be a big deal. But we got to finish this thing. You know, I think the first time today was the first time I actually said, listen, this is what we can do right after the game. This is where it is. And again, it's not going to be easy, but these are games that we need to win and can win.
You're a veteran squad. How do you keep the girls from maybe like not hitting that panic button? I mean, back-to-back losses. Do you feel confident of where you guys going forward, or is there something that needs to be said or done differently?
Well, I don't think we're hitting a panic button yet, and I don't know. We haven't been here. That's same as before. We're still 24-3, and in good position. We've just hit a little rough patch, and you know, we'll work our way out of it. I don't know. If there was something I could just magically say, then I would have already said it. I think. You know, this is something they're going to have to figure out. We've got a veteran team, and you know, Sabrina and Maite and Erin, Ruthie, they're competitors. They'll figure it out.
It seemed like the execution was maybe lacking on the last couple of possessions. Or what did you see in kind of how those things transpired?
Well, yeah, I think the play along the baseline where Satu, that was kind of a, you know, it's kind of a botched pass, you know, and I think if we had to do that over again, I think we'd maybe run something a little bit different there. You know, and I think she just may have panicked a little bit and thought, oh, let me hurry and just get a shot up. Yeah, I think down the stretch we didn't, you know, again, we didn't have our hammer, and so it's hard to, you know, with them just switching everything, it makes it difficult. We just don't have a lot of players that can beat people off the dribble. We just don't. And so it has to be done through sets and through execution and through great screens and reading screens, and you know, down the stretch we weren't able to find what worked.
Erin seemed to get in the lane a little bit more tonight than usual. Was that maybe the game plan coming in with Ruthie out?
Yeah, we needed her to do a lot more of that, and she did. I thought Erin played a really good basketball game tonight, both ends of the floor. She did.
What did you say to the players at halftime?
About the same thing. It was really no different than any other halftime. We listed about 3 things we could do a little bit better offensively and about 3 things defensively, and reminded them, hey, these guys are going to come out aggressive, because they have. You know, they were down against Stanford last week by 17 at halftime, came back, tied that ball game. You know, so we knew they were going to come out. We just didn't go with them. We didn't have the same kind of intensity. But it was our typical halftime, actually. You know, we don't get too high and too low at halftimes. You know, we just are very cerebral about this is what we need to do and get better.
Now you continue to be cerebral going into USC, or you try to light a fire a little bit?
Well, if this doesn't light a fire under them, I don't know what does. You know, then we've got bigger issues than any fire I got to light under them. That should be enough. Seeing another team walk off victorious on our court. First time it's happened this year. So we'll see what they're made of. And I got to do a better job. Listen, I told them tonight when I was talking to them, I don't mind pointing fingers at them, but they can point them back. I wasn't great tonight either. Obviously, I didn't push the right buttons. My staff didn't either. It's a team deal. We win as a team. We lose as a team, coaches included. But I give them credit. Man, UCLA played hard. They played well. They exploited us where we were weak.